Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today we are here once again on the Ponytown community subreddit because today, once again, for like the fourth time now I think, we're going to be looking at some Ponytown ideas. Ideas that you, the community, has come up with to hopefully one day bring into the actual game at Pony.town. So today we have some interesting ones, such as this one here at the very top, the most recent one 10 hours ago. Of course, this is probably pretty old by the time you see it, but anyway, they have some mask ideas, and I honestly really like these masks ideas. It's very interesting because the thing about it is, like, this would be really cool, but at the end of the day, these are kind of technically face patterns, which we do technically have. Come over here, character tab, and then go over to face. A little bit of lag there, but it's fine. I mean, it's technically just these, but new versions of those. So in a way, we technically do have masks in the game, but they're very limited and they're technically face patterns. So it's a weird thing, and I honestly love these face patterns. These would be really cool. A lot of these seem to be just extensions of the actual face mask that we already have, because of course we also have the regular things. So if we go to items, I think it's on head, I believe. Yes, we have these mouth accessories. They cover just the mouth, so it's like a mask there, but these seem to be extensions of those, or a little bit of expansions of those. I really love this. I hope we can see something like this in the game eventually, and honestly, I don't have anything else to say. I think it'd just be awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna skim over these real quick, but I just want to say it because I think these are just really funny. First off, this one here, a Ponytown skin blocker where you can block their skin. The thing about it is, like, you can hide them, and they do address that you can't just not hide them. And with this, it would be like they just turn into like a default or whatever, but that kind of defeats the purpose of like the whole thing. And I don't understand like why a specific skin bothers you. I don't know really how to feel about that or whatever, but if someone's bothering you, just hide them for 24 hours or something like that. How about that? That's a good middle ground. And then this next one is just like a human version of Ponytown. They want like a human base that they can use, something along the lines of like Equestria Girls and stuff like that. I think that would be very cursed. So let's move on. This one here, I really enjoy this one. I think this one's excellent. I do really wish we'd have a back main like this because it's really big and poofy and it looks really nice. And of course you have all the classic patterns to go along with it. And then here's a hair idea. I don't really like this hair idea that much. I can't quite tell what I'm looking at is why. I don't think they really made a very good mock-up here, or maybe they did and I just can't quite understand what I'm looking at or something. But I don't really like this one that much, but hey, more mains, stuff like that would be awesome to have in the game. Let's move on. We have one here saying a skull emoji. I agree. We should get a skull emoji. We got the head skull things as an actual party island prop, so why not as an emoji too? We need both. And then here's another main idea. I really love this main idea too. This would be an awesome addition to the game, honestly, in my opinion. I think a lot of people would use this. I'd probably use this for a character or two as well. This is really good. I would honestly really enjoy seeing this main specifically. But then we have this one here, colored walls, and also extra some other stuff. So basically they want some colored walls. Colored walls seems to be a very, very, very common request in Ponytown. I love the idea of like new wood types for the walls as well, because we only have like one wood type, and then of course there's like a plain wall, which I guess is probably wood as well, maybe more closer to drywall, but still I think everything about this, like literally everything about this, all these colors for the carpets and of course the walls, I think honestly all of that would be awesome. We really do need like a beige carpet and a brown carpet and a beige wall and a brown wall and a red wall and a green wall and all that other stuff. I think it just makes sense to do that, and I think it's honestly the next obvious step on what to do next with the walls, because we haven't had a new wall in an extremely long time. Like, they added the bakery and then they gave us like the plain walls or whatever. I think they actually did that before the bakery, but we've had the same walls forever and they're not doing anything with them for some reason, whereas it seems like it would be an easy thing to just add more onto. I mean, we're getting plenty of new Ponytown props and stuff like that, like items. Why not give us like some new walls and some new carpet colors or something? Because that feels like it would be just as easy to include and also be very useful, and not just stuff that we can make on our party island, but also some stuff that they could, you know, build on the main island in the future. The next one here is height concepts. I've already given my thoughts and opinions on why I think having something like this would be not so great for the game, so we're just going to skip over that one and move on to the next one. This person right here is literally just suggesting a new custom server. You're not allowed to have custom servers, so we can move past that. So the next one here essentially is just saying that they want an inventory system. That way you wouldn't have to run back and forth to grab one item for a matching outfit or cosplay or RP, since you could just whip it out from the item from the bag. I think this is something that would be good, but I don't really know if Ponytown will ever have an inventory system, because I don't know, something about it just doesn't really add up to me. We already have an inventory system in Town. Town has an inventory system. I would love to have something close to that here in Ponytown, but at the end of the day, I don't really think that's something that we're ever going to see. I'm not quite sure why. It's just a weird feeling that I have. And then, of course, they have placeable plates on party islands. That'd be a nice touch for some role plays. I kind of agree with this, because if you get like a plate from the bakery, you can place it on any table in the bakery, any table on the main map. You can even put it in the caves in some places, I think, because I think there's like a table there if I'm not mistaken. But you can place these plates all over the place on the main island and stuff like that. But if you take it to your party island, you can't place it down at all. You have to actually get a shovel and place down the item individually that way. You can't just click it and put it there like you can with the bakery and other stuff. So I honestly think that this right here would be an awesome idea, and something that I feel like should be implemented, but I'm not sure how easy it would be to implement that. Anyway, holdable books, this would be really awesome, honestly. We already have bookshelves and stuff like that, and they themselves are saying that we need some more love for those bookshelves. Allow us to grab them by clicking a book on the bookshelf or something, and boom, we have it in our mouth now. I think that would honestly be a really cool addition to the game, and something that I highly, highly, highly hope that they do. I really hope that we can get some holdable books in Ponytown. So here's some more suggestions. This one starting with the ability to have no ears. This would help a lot of people, as some people make characters that mostly do not have ears. An example would be a skeleton. I agree, a skeleton is one example, but of course, if you're trying to make like a helmet type thing, having the ears might be a problem for that. So allow us to just not have ears. I think honestly that would be an interesting addition to the game, and I don't think it would really affect the game in any super negative way. I do think it would look very freaking weird in some cases, but at the end of the day, I think it would just be totally fine, and something that I don't really see a problem with. Hoods. These would function like masks, and you could put the hood up and stuff like that. This is an awesome idea, actually. I don't think I've ever seen an idea like this before, where like the hoods actually work as hoods. That would be really cool. I would love that, and I don't see any issues with that at all. Axolotl gills. I mean, like, I guess you could have something like that. I don't really know how you would exactly depict it. This person says it could be the first set of animated ears, so they basically are asking that this could be animated, possibly. I don't really agree with the idea that it should be animated, but maybe it could be like a set of ears that you could use. Maybe that's how they could implement it, because I'm not really sure where at that would fit exactly. Maybe like hair that kind of looks like gills, like axolotl gills or something. Maybe something, I don't really know. I feel like ears would honestly probably be the only way that you're gonna get away with having gills look like axolotl gills or something. Anyway, the next thing they said is another one carried from, well, we don't want to talk about that. The ability to have no legs, 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs, etc., etc., etc. I've already explained why I don't like the idea of making all of your legs go away, or all of your legs but one. So I won't touch on this too much, but I do like the idea that maybe you could walk around on 3 legs or something like that. Like, allow us to remove 1 leg or replace legs with like prosthetic legs or something like that, and just leave it at that. Just keep it limited in that way, and I think it'll be fine, because I think floating around as a giant bean just is absolutely ridiculous and looks stupid as hell. Anyway, the next one, stairs and ladders. You know how they'll work. You know, everyone knows how stairs and ladders work. They work like ladders and stairs. They allow you to go from one floor to the next floor. Simple as that. Stairs and ladders, I think, would be an awesome addition. Even if the ladders didn't technically do anything, I think the ladders would be really cool. Stairs, if they did implement stairs, the stairs would have to do something, right? They would have to actually work. But the ladders, I feel like they could get away with, like, oh, it's just a ladder. It's there. You can walk around it, but you can't go up it because there's no, like, layers, so to speak. So stairs and ladders, I would love to see those. Having more versions like mandibles, nostrils, trunks, and more. They want more noses. I don't really know about some of these, like trunks. I don't really know how that fits into the theme of the game. I'm not sure what this one is. Stuff like that. I feel like we could get like a new nose eventually, but I don't really think we're gonna get something like a full-on elephant trunk or something. because it's Ponytown, not Animal Town. Anyway, this person suggests being able to have a jukebox as a way to make your own music on your island, yet also being able to see other creations or use a URL to file upload music. Basically, they want to be able to have a jukebox where they can put in their own music and it plays the music either for the whole island, like the party island that you're there, or just for yourself, just for client side. I don't really like that idea because, I mean, a jukebox would be fine to add to the game, but the thing about it is uploading your own music just seems completely counterintuitive. It seems completely pointless to do that because, for one, the only way to make it work, the only way that would like makes sense to have is to where the entire party island can hear that music together, and that honestly creates all kinds of problems because you're going to be inviting people to your island. Maybe you put in some kind of profane music or something on your party island, and then boom, now all that shit has happened or whatever, right? And then the alternative is to be like, well, it's only client side, only you could hear it, which is kind of what they say here, you know, others won't be seen by others. So the thing about it is, like, if other people can't hear it, then what was the point in even uploading your own music to that? Because you could literally just open up Spotify or open up SoundCloud. By the way, go to the SoundCloud link in the description below. Some great music in there. But, just use music. You don't have to like have this whole system implemented to do that. I just don't think it's a very smart idea. Something like a jukebox that would allow you to have better control over the music that's already in the game, such as, you know, how it is in the game right now. You click on the button and it skips a song, it skips a track, and it skips a track, and it's totally random. Maybe a jukebox like that where we just rework the music system in some way where we can pick and choose which music soundtracks we want to listen to, and stuff like that. That could be better, but allowing it to be, you know, everyone hears the same music on your island, or even just only you hear that music, seems like a waste because you can literally just open up Spotify, like I said. So this person is asking for the feature to import stuff back on the main server. So if you don't know, if you go to the main server right now, go to body, the tab there's an export thing there. You can click on this and you can export your characters from this game, and you can transfer them over to like the event server and stuff like that. But you can't import them. So if I build something on the event server, I can't take it to Ponytown and import it into the game. So basically that's what they're asking for. They're asking for that feature to come back. And honestly, I think that would be an awesome idea, an expansion on this idea that I've had for a while, as to where, what if we could save our map slots, like our maps, instead of like being like save map 1, we could just export the map and then load it whenever we want, and it'll of course be in like a little text file. That way it's stored locally, and Ponytown wouldn't have to handle all that information or whatever. And I guess technically it would to some degree, but you get my point. I think something like that could be better. But honestly, importing stuff back on the main server would honestly be a really cool thing. I'm not 100% sure why they limited it in the way that they did. I'm really not sure why, but you can only export right now. I guess there's still some problems with importing things, so maybe that's what it was for. I don't know, but yeah. Take it that way you will, and yeah, that's gonna do it for the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you found it fun, interesting, funny. I don't know, but regardless, if you enjoyed, I would sure as heck appreciated it if you liked, subscribed, shared, did all of those wonderful things like that. Because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself. And I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.